Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started with our education portion of today's event. Today we have Tom Eckhart. He is VP of Membership Development. Tom is the Vice President, Tom is the Vice President of Membership Development at Direct Employers Association. As one of the longest standing Direct Employers staff members, Tom has helped build the association from the ground up and now oversees the talented teams of membership development and member services. Tom uses his 15 plus years of industry experience with a better understanding of OFCCP compliance regulations pertaining to VEVRAA and Section 503, and evaluates team to be viewed as solution providers, not vendors. Through the association's growth, Tom has been instrumental in building awareness of Direct Employers' suite of products, as well as further development of the association's service of offerings. Prior to joining the team of Direct Employers, Tom honed his sales skills as a regional sales manager at Monster Worldwide and customer service representative and sales trainer at Deluxe Corporation for more than 26 years. You got a lot going on. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you all, I appreciate it. Thank you for having me out this afternoon. In a roundabout way, what she just said, I'm a sales rep, so I represent over 1,000 federal contractors throughout the United States, such as Lockheed Martin, Eli Lilly, Nestle, which is right down the road. Being a federal contractor, they have to abide by hiring rules set out by the Department of Labor and the Office of Federal Contractors. So they get audited from time to time to make sure they are hiring individuals with disabilities, veterans, disabled veterans, military spouse, women, and minorities. So we just make sure that all their jobs are listed out to over 1,000 of those sites so applicants can apply directly to them and have the opportunity to apply, interview, and hire. And if they do go through an audit, then we are able to go ahead and give them a report for the Department of Labor that shows them exactly what jobs they had open. But today I'm here as a fellow bowler. I'm on a Thursday night league at Woodland, a mixed league. And I had the opportunity to speak with Terry. They were having a job fair. So I walked in the door, found her, and I said, "What are you guys doing for the job fair? How are you getting your jobs out to the job seekers in Indianapolis, Carmel, to make sure that they know that what you're doing?" So there's going to be two processes we'll talk about today. We're going to talk about one, what Direct Employers does and its subsidiary, and then what your options are for free. And free is always good. I'll support either one of you, and I'll be a resource for you, any of your centers that are wanting to hire or better get a brand out there when candidates are applying to your jobs that you have listed. So this is just a little bit of the history. Scott's got the PowerPoint. He can send that out to the group so you can take a look at this. I'm not going to read verbatim what this says, but just sort of give you an idea of what we do. Once again, Direct Employers, we have the main core, which is Direct Employers. We have Recruit Rooster, which is a subsidiary. They do all career site branding. They make sure your jobs are listed. They put out there, what your benefits are. Why would someone come to work for you, right? And right now, as of March, the employment rate here in Indiana was a little over 3%. And as of March, there were 150,000 plus folks here in Indiana that are unemployed. So there's folks out there. It's just a matter of how you get your eyeballs in front of them, what makes them want to come to you, what makes them want to work at your centers. So I fully support what you folks do. It's entertaining. It's great for the public. You do a lot for the public. So whatever I can do to support you. So what I can do for you is make sure that you are branded, to make sure that your job listings are going out. Terry and I talked. Most important, how many folks in this room hire? Okay. How many folks have talked to a vet rep or this Work One state workforce site? Okay, that's free. And that's absolutely, you should be taking advantage of your local offices here, wherever your centers are, Lafayette, Indianapolis, Carmel. The state workforce or Work One are the centers that you want to deal with. You're going to let them know when you have job fairs. You're going to let them know when you have, what type of jobs you have, and how the applicants are going to get back to you. Now, I'm going to pick on Terry a little bit. Sorry, Terry. For them, they just list all their jobs: cooks, alley attendants, staff, and then you fill out an application, and then then that goes to Terry's office, and then they go through an interview. Speaking with Terry, I said, well, how many folks are actually applying to the jobs? She said she had a handful that would apply, but none of them really showed up for the interview, and that's an issue. And you're not alone. Major corporations are having the same issue. People are applying for jobs, but they're not getting into the centers to go ahead and apply and have that interview. 2 reasons. For unemployment, for those folks who have not been unemployment, all you have to do is find a job, put it on a card, send it to the state workforce, and they're going to pay them unemployment. So that's probably the main reason why a lot of them are not going to go ahead through the interview process. But for Woodland, they have a career site, they have a webmaster, but as a person that's going to apply to a job, what makes you want to come work for your center? What's fun? What benefits do you have? Right? Explain to them, because you are competing with major corporations in your area. And those corporations are putting out benefits, and they're putting out the process, and even videos of employees that are working there and why they're working there and what they're getting out of that establishment. So once again, you can post your jobs directly to the state workforce. It's free, and then that'll come into what we call the National Labor Exchange. We power the National Labor Exchange search engine for all states throughout the United States, right? So all jobs that are posted to the state workforce come to the National Labor Exchange, and over 3 million job seekers come to that site a day to find job listings. So those jobs not only go out to they'll go out to the diversity sites, disability, women, veterans spouses, military spouses, have an opportunity to apply. So as you go through that process and you can't find who your point of contact is at the very local level, please give me a call. I just gave you my business card. Give me a call and say, hey, I can't find a point of contact at the state level. Can you find it for me? I'll let you know exactly who those people are and who you should be talking to. Because I feel a lot of you are having the same issues that Terry had, because Terry and I had that conversation. So it's important, if you're wanting to hire, if you are hiring, to make sure that your websites are up to date. And you have a webmaster that can make it a little bit more user-friendly for the job seekers when they come in. So I'll stop there and see if there's any questions. Nothing? Okay, that's fine. So that's free. Like I said, whatever support I can give you, I'll be more than happy to find the points of contact or make that introduction for you. What Direct Employers does, and it's a cost to do it, but we'll come in, we'll take a look, we'll brand you, we'll set up a posted job tool that allows you to go ahead and cut and paste your job listings in there. We'll scrape that every night, and at the footer of those jobs, we'll tell the applicant how you want them to apply. You said by email. Do you want them to go to your website to apply? Depends on how advanced your website is or how you are getting those candidates to apply. So once you put all that information in, we'll scrape it. So we'll come in from the back end each evening in our technology. We'll take that job by job title, by city, state location, and we'll make sure that it's represented and branded out on all of our partner sites and then all of our state workforce sites as well. So, and that's done, like I said, at a cost, depending on how much branding you want to get into, how much back end you want to get into, and what you would like us to do for you. So, like I said, it's up to you as far as, there's many folks that, I noticed you guys have an association. I went to your website today. It talks about all the wonderful things you do to sponsor bowlers, teen bowlers and young bowlers, and even old folks like myself. But there's no one in there that says, hey, you guys are, have jobs available. Or, what are you doing for the community outside of just the bowling, right? So if you want to come as a full unit and have all centers come together and make that a central brand, and everybody has the same opportunity to post their jobs out there by city, state location, and you all contribute into one cost of that savings, you're more than welcome to do that. But if you feel that you want a separate brand for your specific center, then we can talk about individual pricing if you want to go that far into it. But it's definitely, I noticed your next topic after I quit speaking will be branding and how to better represent yourself in the community. But the best thing you can do right now is get a hold of the state workforce, get a hold of the vet reps, let them know you are hiring, let them know the type of candidates you're hiring for, because folks are coming into their center looking for job listings. right? They want to know what's available in their communities. And they're going to work with you one-on-one, especially if you have a job fair at your center. Let the state workforce know that, and they'll send that out to all their job seekers that are in their database to let them know, Woodland is having a job fair, and this is the date. This is what you need to bring to that job fair. It's from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Wednesday. And elaborate exactly what you're expecting that job seeker to bring, a resume or anything like that. So that's what you should be identifying to help that job seeker understand. First of all, do they want to come to the job fair? If they are coming to the job fair, what do they need to bring with them? And I know we work, excuse me, our office is out of Indianapolis, Indiana. And our old office used to have a Work One center right above us. So we saw all those people coming in, and that's a training center as well. So they're training folks. They're looking for other jobs. So that's just another way of getting your job. If there's any training you want them to have or align themselves with, then you most certainly can make the Work One centers knowledgeable of what you're looking for, the type of candidate you're looking for, and do it that way. So, questions? No one? How many different centers do we have here? Yeah. 7 or 8? Okay. Like I said, thank you. As you start processing, this is all new information for you, and some of you maybe not. But as you start processing, once again, you have my contact information. You can email me, you can call me directly. You'll probably get my voicemail, but I will return your call within 24 to 48 hours. If you want, just one-on-one discussions on how you can do it within your own community, by all means, use me as a resource. So this is what we do. This is a microsite. So this is just a generalist, like $2,500. It has your logo and all of your job listings in the cities and states where they're listed. If you're going on by yourself, then it's going to be only in your community. If you guys are going to come together as an association and all the centers are in there, then it'll have the association logo in the corner, and then all of your locations that are available. And Google, Bing, and Yahoo come into this search engine, and they're looking for just clean job content. So not only are we going to get it listed out to the 1,000 different sites for applicants to look at, but Google, Bing, and Yahoo will actually come in and grab your jobs by state, by city, by job description, and put it out in the major search engines. So when job seekers are coming through Google, Bing, or Yahoo, and they're looking for jobs in the community, then your jobs will be pushed up in that results page, and there'll be a link there where the job seeker is going to be led directly back to wherever you want them to go, either via email, you want them to go back to a website, depending where you want them to go, so that you'll get that much exposure as well. Because there's a lot of folks that are using major search engines to find their job listings. They're not going to the job boards like Monster.com, Career Builder. Indeed is another major search engine. And for those who know what Indeed is, it's a job search engine located here in the United States. They are global. I think it's about $300 or $400 to post your job listing out on Indeed. You will get a response from those. There you go. Career Builder is a little bit more local. They're with the local newspaper, like an Indianapolis Star. So that's another venue you may want to try, but you're going to pay for that listing. Once again, if you go through the state workforce, 9 times out of 10, that's going to be a free service for you and supported. And like I said, this slide just sort of shows you, what the dashboard is. We show you analytics as far as how many job seekers are getting your specific jobs, how many are reaching your jobs, what sites are they coming from, if that's important to you, if you want to know that type of data. I know a lot of you are wearing a lot of hats here, so you have to hire, you have to manage, you have to do a lot of things. And if we can take as much off the table for you as we possibly can, we will. Questions? Terry, did I miss anything? Okay. All right. That's all. I thank you very much for the hour. I don't need the hour, but I'll hang around in case anybody, in case anybody does have any questions. I'll be more than happy to answer those for you. So, all right. Thank you all. Appreciate it. Have a good afternoon.